All right, let's start with a good bow. Always focus, show respect. Good bow, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming down. Let's get warmed up. Shake those arms out a little bit. Make some circles. I got a lot of space, so I tend to run around and use my whole space available. I don't like holding still. It's ADD side of me. Oh, man. All right, shake those legs out. Kick that butt a little bit. That way you kick some butt officially today. Every day, gotta kick a little butt. Moving. All right, let's get some high knees. Take that knee, lift it up, tap those hands. Get them up. Up and down. Get the heart rate up just a little bit. Remember, breathing into your nose, breathing out through your mouth whenever we're working out. All right, get some body squats. Go butts. Drop down. Pop up. Reach those arms out. Squat down. Remember, butt back. Knees hold still. Arms go forward. Up and down. Up and down. All right. Crunches on your back. Ready? Cross the feet. Elbows to your knees. Up and down. Keep it going. Out through your mouth. Into your nose. All right, legs up and down. Keep switching them. One up, one down. One up, one down. All right, bridges. Feet next to your seat. Look over your shoulder. Take your opposite hand and touch the ground. Look the other way, touch the ground. Start to reach farther back. You gotta lift your butt. Reach farther back. Keep reaching. Look over that shoulder. One more. All right, in place shrimps. So I'm flat on my back. Lock one leg out. Bend my other leg, I swing my hands to my toes, move my butt. Then I push my foot back out, flat on my back. So I'm pivoting on my shoulder. Bend my other leg, swing my hands to my toes, move my seat out, and go back. So I'm pivoting on my shoulder. So I'm on my shoulder, I lift my butt off the ground, and I swing my hands down. I'm gonna come back. Come on up. Let's get a little stretch. One leg out, one leg back. Get that leg nice and loose. The body's moving a little bit. We're going to do a 2-on-1 grip today, and then kind of play with that and see where we can get to. So 2-on-1 means we're grabbing with two of our hands, switch your legs around, and we're grabbing one of theirs. So 2 versus 1, we should be able to win that battle. We're going to use this. Maybe the mentality that a person has broken our guard and they're starting to stand up in it, forcing an open guard situation, and try to use it for some guard retention tools. All right, feet apart, legs locked, chin up, walk those fingers out as far as you can. So you're walking your hands out, keeping your chin up. When your fingers can't walk out any farther, just stay there. Start bobbing left and right. Lean into your left, lean into your right, left and right. Feel the bottom of those legs getting a little bit looser as we go each time. All right, start to watch us bend your elbows. Hopefully now you loosen them up, you're able to bend your elbows to the floor. If not, you bend what you can. Keep your toes up, keep your legs straight. Start leaning left and right again. Leaning left, leaning right. Now see if you can walk your fingers farther out. Hopefully you gained a little bit of ground on this stretch. Keeping that chin up, arching that back, rotating those hips forward, having those toes back. Ready? Start to lean left and right. Reach one more time, so we're going to try to bend the elbows down again. Keep Keeping our chin up, rotating at the hips, left and right. And then try to walk those fingers out one more time. Lift that chin, start to rotate that belly towards the floor. All right, come on up. Watch this, you're gonna roll over onto your belly. So you lay on your belly, reach your arms up to the side of you. You're gonna take your foot, bring it across behind you, touch your hand. If you're trying to stay chin down, reach your foot back behind you, cross your body to your opposite hand. And then come back, reach the other foot, other hand. And switch again. Stretch that back out. And another way. Flat on your back again. So we're going to take our legs and we're going to make egg beaters. So we're going to make a circle out, up, and in, and then out, up, and in. So we're going to make inward circles. Don't go at the same time and clap your feet though, right? Try to alternate them. All right, inward. Let those hips turn. Let your hips rotate a little bit. Get that big circle reverse. You're going to go in, up, out. So this way. Keep it circling, keep it circling. All right, relax. So what we're working on today is someone's in your guard and they're standing up and we're gonna try to do some guard recovery instead of guard retention. Okay, so Mr. Anderson's sitting in front of me and let's say he's got his arms here and I'm going for a 2-on-1 grip. Right, so I'm here and I got this grip and I'm going to try to free this grip or go cross grip in one of our chokes another day. So I've got this grip and he starts to stand up. So he pushes down and he starts to stand. He's going to break this guard. What I'm going to do is get my feet on his hips. I'm going to get my knee close to his arm. I'm going to hug his arm. I'm going to lift my butt up. So I'm kind of standing on his hips and I'm lifting my butt off the floor. And I'm squeezing his arm close to me. So I'm pulling it in with my elbows and I'm holding on. Now if I just hold still like this and he walks forward, he's going to start to stack me and make me want to let go. So I'm going to wiggle my shoulders and my hips. So I get here and he starts to walk and I kind of shoulder walk. Right? So I'm just constantly wiggling to make sure that he can't come over and stack me. So the way it looks is you'll have the hand, your knees are together, no, I don't mean this, and you're just kind of going back and forth and wiggling so they can't push you over. So we're just going to do this for a couple minutes. We'll kind of trade off in the middle. So you watch the work starts in my guard, so I wrap my legs, not a super tight guard, I kind of let him have it. His hands down, I get this, he grabs onto my wrist, he starts pushing down, starts standing up, I let go of my feet, go to the hips. Lift my hips, squeeze the elbow. Now I'm controlling his elbow. I can rotate it. If he starts to stack forward, I just wiggle. I'm just constantly wiggling, right? Just kind of making his life not fun. Okay, then we go back down and we repeat. Okay, so let's do this one person for 30 seconds and then we'll do the other person for 30 seconds. Okay, so one person get in the guard, right? And you need to have a sleeve they can grab onto. So that person gets in a guard, I wrap my legs, I get a hold of his sleeve. Okay? So for 30 seconds, this person will stand up, I'll foot on the hip, squeeze the elbow, and wiggle. I'll do it 2-3 times, and then repeat. All right, let's go. Ready to go? So he gets here, releasing, and I just get this position. Yes. Let's keep going. You got full 30 seconds. Let's work. Keep it up. Oh man, he gets the work of standing up every time. Got time for one more. Oh man, I got that wrist. Pops up and I go here. All right, rotate jobs. The other person gets in the guard, Other person grabs the sleeve. So he grabs a hold of my sleeve, 2-on-1, right? I'm going to push his hand down to stand up, and then he's going to control the wiggling. So let's go. We got 30 seconds on this person. He gets the hips, gets his knees, lifts his butt, and if I start walking forward, he just constantly wiggles. Nice. And when you're doing this, be careful with your partner's elbow. Be careful with your own elbow, because the knee on your elbow can cause a hyperextension, right? It can start to cause an elbow block. Okay, one more time. Let's do one more. Get it in. All right, so what we're doing is, instead of trying to hold our guard closed and get stacked, we're letting go of our guard, we're pinching the person's elbow, and we're wiggling. Now, we start to give them use of the other hand, right? You're holding my one arm, I have my second arm. So let's look at that for a second. I'll show you first, and we'll get the drill going. So I got my guard, I'm here, he broke, right? I'm letting this happen, I'm coming here. He's got his other hand. He can start to scoop inside my ankle, walk towards my other leg, and start to turn the corner, and he can start to then pass. I don't want to let him play with that leg. So I'm going to step on him, right? So I'm here, I get this motion, and I go here. So I'm starting to control his arm. So he scoops his arm in, right? And now I'm controlling his arm with my foot instead of just putting both feet on the hip. So both feet on the hip and squeezing your knees around the elbow, that's great. But this is extra, right? This is more, this is better, okay? It's like double the chocolate chips. Okay, so for 30 seconds, now you're gonna try to get up, put your foot right inside their arm and hold their arm off so they can't grab at you with it. All right, let's go, ready? Timer started, 30 seconds, go. Yeah, every couple seconds release, do it again. Your partner's getting some body squat working, standing up all the time. Watch out for their elbow, be careful. I got time for one more. Oh man. All right. We reverse job, so the other person has the same job. When we stand up, you have a foot on the hip, and you have a foot inside the shoulder. Stopping that arm from coming in, getting a hold of your foot and doing whatever. So we start standing up. Gets here, starts taking apart my arm. Up and down. Keep starting over. You're used to starting over. Yeah, if you feel like we're stacking you, walk those shoulders out. Let's go one more time. So now we can control that other arm, stopping that other arm from working. So we've got hip control, we're starting to control that arm, now we're controlling that other arm. Okay, so now let's look at maybe getting them back down as part of our guard recovery. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our spurs and we're going to grind. Sounds not fun for Mr. Anderson, right? So maybe we'll just do it on one side, maybe I'll just do it to him. So he hops up. Right, we're going to get to here, maybe I'm blocking the arm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my legs, I'm going to put my spurs, so my heel's my spur, on the outside of his legs, And then I'm going to lift my butt and start to rotate myself down, right? And just pull to try and reestablish my guard. So what I'm doing is just trying to grind back and forth with my legs, trying to create a little bit of a breaking in the stance to bring them back down to me, okay? So we're just going to sit and wiggle back and forth with their legs, right on their legs, trying to bring them down. So I'm just trying to knock his legs down. So if you watch again, if he's standing, I don't want to take my leg and just try to like slide it down like this. I'm trying to buckle him this way. So as I'm going, yes, I'm trying to buckle his knees and bring him down where I can reestablish a closed guard, okay? So what we'll do is we'll start in a starting position where you can be up each time, save time. I'm going to have my grip, my hips up, I'm squeezing, or I'm here. Then I'm going to put my spur in. My spur in, I'm going to get my weight into my legs, and then starts to break him down. Makes it easy to stand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it? All right, let's go. 30 seconds. Get it started. Start in standing position every time. Oh man, we're here, controlling. And I'm just pulling. So I'm pulling his arm up, keeping him off balance. He has a little bit wider stance, right? Oh yeah, sweet. That's okay. You can still work on getting him down. If he's got his feet closer together, right? So we're going here, he gets a little closer, then I can just grab my knees and just pull him down too by just pinching my feet behind. All right, ready? Rotate jab. So the other person would start standing, start the 2-on-1 grip. You're controlling, then you get your spurs and start to rock back and forth, driving the knees down, pulling the arm, and getting us off balance. Reestablish closed guard, repeat. Grab the shoulder. There you go. Yeah, when you start to pull them down, take that second hand, grab onto their collar, give them a yank. Collapse them, collapse them. Nice. All right, relax. So, maybe that's not working for you, right? Maybe that's not doing what you need. So now let's attack their elbow. So be careful with this next one, because if you're kind of violent about it, you're going to hurt your partner's elbow. So just be careful with their elbow, okay? So what happens is I've got Mr. Anderson's arm with my 2-on-1 grip. I have my feet on his hips. So what I'm going to do is position my knee behind his arm, okay? So right now he wants to pull his elbow back to his hips, put it on the inside of my leg, and sit like this, which we could cover how to stop. But I've got this arm here, so it'd be very hard for him to actually bend his elbow back. He'd have to lift me clear off the ground. So once I have this, I position my leg underneath his arm. I pull his arm down against my knee. If he doesn't turn his hand, so if he doesn't rotate his hand over, right, what's his elbow going to do? It's going to break. So when I'm here and I'm controlling, I go like this. I just simply place my knee behind and I pull his arm down. He doesn't like it, so he turns his hand over. And now that I have this position, I take this leg and I just bring it over my head, pushing his arm in. Then I reestablish a guard position, whatever it is I want to get my grips on, okay? So let's review one more time, then we'll do it each person. So I've got a grip. I'm going to position my knee behind his arm. I'm going to pull his arm. So I don't want to pull his inside of his elbow like this. I don't want it to bend this way and have him get his arm around my leg. I'm trying to position my knee behind his elbow. I pull it, trying to break his arm so that he turns his thumb around. I take and I pull. Now, I wouldn't just hold his sleeve at this point. I would reach up and grab a collar. Right now, I would pull him in. And we could start to look at other kinds of chokes from there too. Okay? So let's do it for 30 seconds. All right, let's get started. Ready? Got our feet in the hips, got the sleeve. I'm fighting here. I break the arm. I pull. I start to bring him down. This could start to set up other kinds of submissions where we could go into our other kind of attacks. So we're here, we're fighting, starting to bust that elbow. And 2 other attacks. Let's do it one more time. We're here, got my legs up, starting to bend his elbow. Once I get an arm, it's mine. It's like a Christmas present. I don't ever want to give it back. So I tend just to hold on to it for safety reasons. Right, the collector edition. All right, let's reverse jobs. Other person starts standing. Double grip on the sleeve. Feet on the hips. Now he wants to straighten my arm. So he doesn't want to, let go for a second, sir. He doesn't want my arm to bend this way. He wants my arm to bend the way it's not supposed to, so that I'm smart and I go, no, 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 no. And I rotate, letting it bring me down. So you grab the sleeve, pull your knee behind their elbow, and start to pull down. If they're not smart enough, they might just tap, right? Hopefully he does this. When I start to turn my arm to avoid the break, he kicks his leg back up behind, pulling me forward. Gets a hold of a collar. He still has my sleeve. He can go for his Kimura grips, right? And kind of do a lot of fun things. Keep it going. Remember, put your knee behind their elbow. Then when you finish, your leg is on the outside. So as I turn, his leg goes to the outside of my arm and pulls me. Starts to knock me off balance. Guard recovery. Guard recovery. Boom. It's not going so well for me today. Not winning. Alright, so let's do one more. One more time. Fun to get beat up. I don't get beat up enough. All right, nice. So let's look at another situation. Okay? This works, except for when he hides his elbows. So he goes in a sumo stance. I have his grip. He gets his legs apart, tucks his elbows to the inside of his legs. So now I can't get behind his elbow. Keeps his back straight, butt down. And now I can't get my feet in the hips, and I can't get my arm inside of his leg. Right? So this is kind of annoying. Right? So what I can do is I can start to take my body and grind. And now look what I have. Put my foot in there again. Okay, so let's change angles a little bit. So he's got his elbows in. He's kind of like a sumo wrestler. He's got his back straight so I can't pull him down. He's got his butt low, right? And I can't get inside. Can't get into his hips because the elbow's back there, right? So I can't get where I want to be. So I put my legs on him. I'm going to keep my arms pulling to me. I'm going to twist. So I twist like this. And I twist back, and my foot goes in. Right, see how that works? So I turn, since it's this arm, turn the opposite way first. Go here, back, and now I got my feet in. So now if I start to do stuff, right, block his arm, I can squeeze, I can bend his elbow, I can pull him down, we can go into leg triangles, right? Whatever we want to do from there. So we're just going to spend 30 seconds rotating and practicing put our foot back on their hip, not the leg triangle yet. Cool? All right, so let's review. I have an arm. He tucks his arms in, sumo stance. I'm going to rotate away, and I'm just keep my arms close to me. So I'm using my legs to create space between me and him, so I put my foot in. Then we let go and start over. All right, 30 seconds. Let's go. If this is easy, tell your partner to resist. Tell them to hold back their arm a little bit. So you got to really use your leg muscles. He's resisting now. Oh, man. Oh, still got it. Yes, sir. Woo. Yes, fun stuff. All right, rotate. You can see where we can go with these things. So I take my arms, and I put them on the hip. Grab my sleeve, sir. And I put my, get out of there. I put my arms in sumo stance, right? He puts his foot in my hip. Right? No. He's got to use his twisting. Since he has his arm, he twists that way first, grinds his hips, right? Grinds, pushes his knees out, pushes me back with him, and then grinds the other way and then sticks his foot in. Takes care of the second hand. I was going to punch him. He showed me up a little bit. All right, so we're here. Grabs my sleeve and starts twisting. Sneaky. Keep it going. Come on, let's go. Oh, my sleeve moved. He still got it in. Elbows down. Just pull my sleeve off. Looks like I have no hand. Get a hold of that sleeve. Grind yourself in. Come on, grind it. Keep going. Oh, I hate that he knows how to do this, by the way. Should have taught the class about it here. Ever feel good on that one? Okay. So, let's look at this situation with another problem. We'll keep fixing problems. Okay, so he's standing, and all the things we've done, you can just stand up tall, sir. All the things we've done, the feet are even. He squared up with me, which is what I want, but maybe he's done this a couple times with me, and he starts to step back with his foot. And he wouldn't step back with this foot, because this is the arm we have, and it won't go anywhere. It won't be very good. He's off balance. So he's trying to step back, right? So we're here, and I'm squared up, and now he starts stepping back with that leg, because now he can get his back straight. He can start to step his leg to the inside of my leg, start to get his arm underneath, and start walking around, right? Potentially, that's kind of the direction he's going to go with this. So when he goes there, right, I'm going to hook this leg. So this hand's going to hook this ankle. I'm going to keep my cross grip, keep my elbow in tight, so I'm twisting my arm. And I'm going to try to sit so that I'm right on the inside of his leg, right? I don't want to be on the outside of his leg unless I'm coming around. I'm going to just sit on the inside of his leg. This way he can't turn his knee, because he's going to want to turn his leg in. I want to sit so he can't. So he tries, he can't. I'm going to hide this one behind his knee for now. Everyone see how that works? I'm going to hide it behind his knee. So if he tries stepping up with his foot, I can follow him. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to hook his ankle, and I'm going to kick. Now from here, let's rotate, sir. Let's work on this. Since we're here, right? I don't want this foot here. I'm going to bring this back into the inside. I'm going to keep this grip here, because I don't want him to put his elbow down. His elbow goes down, he sits up, pulls himself to me, and starts to attack. So I keep my arm close. Now if he puts his elbow down, right? Now if he sits up, go ahead and sit up. He can sit up, right? Let's fix that problem. So he goes back. Watch what I do with my foot. I hook his knee. Sit up. Sit up. You just kick it up. He's a strong guy. He's a black belt. Ready to sit up. Just keep bumping it. It's like, keep this. This is mine. Remember Christmas? I got it. It's mine. I have it. And I take care of this leg and this hook. That's it. Stand up. And then I can start to work on my attack. He starts to go back to his guard. But I've got a cross grip. I walk this way. And I pass. So we don't let go, because that's a present when you get that hand. All right, let's review. So you know how to do this stuff. Okay, so watch. We have grips on the sleeve. Feet on the hips. This is our standard position. He steps back with that foot because I have this sleeve. I'm going to get this leg. I'm going to scoot my butt to the inside. Okay, so far I've got a cross grip. Hand on the ankle, hip on the inside of his knee. I hide behind his leg so I can follow him. If I go here and he steps before I'm ready, he's free. I go here so he can't step away. When I'm ready to sweep, I grab the ankle and I push the hip. When he lands, see this? My hooks are on the inside of his knees. So I'm holding my elbow so he can't put his down. Because if he tries to sit up, can't. Just can't physically do it. Right? It's awesome. I do nothing. He does everything. And I can hop up. Okay? So let's see you do it. Ready? Let's go 30 seconds. I'll go nice and slow. If you're faster than me, get more reps. If you're slower than me, follow me. Sleeves. They step back. Get the ankle. Butt close to the foot. Hook the thigh. Hook the ankle. Give it a push. Hide my hooks. Keep my elbow close. Stand up, never let go. Okay, let's do it again. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Rinse and repeat. Sleeves. Ankle. but close. Knee, ankle, push, hide my hooks, elbow close, stand up. Okay? I'm going to go one more time. Let's change the angle a little bit so you can see this leg. So I'm here, feet on the hips. He steps back, I get an ankle, scooting close, hook the leg, hook the ankle, push. Hide my hooks on the inside of his legs. Keep my elbow close to me so he can't have his arm back. Post, get up. Switch jobs. All right, his turn. Let's rotate peoples. Okay, so he's got his legs up. He's got a sleeve for the 2-on-1 grip. I step back because I don't like this. He grabs, same side as my ankle. Scoots his butt to the inside of my knee. Remember, we're switching jobs. Everyone keep changing it up. Okay, now he takes his foot, hides it behind my leg, right inside my knee. So if I try to step over, he can follow. When he's ready, he hooks it into my ankle and gives me a push and a kick. He follows, gets his knees and his ankles inside my knees, keeps pulling on my arms. So if I try to stand up, I can't get up because I need this to go down. Unless I'm like super flexible. Nope, still not. He gets up in base by putting his hand down. Up in base, never lets go of the sleeve. All right, let's do it again. Repeat, repeat, repeat. 2-on-1. We gotta scoot that way. I'm gonna headbutt that way, master. All right. 2-on-1. We step back with a foot. Grab the ankle. Grab right on the ankle. Don't grab any higher than the ankle. Hooks the knee. Hooks the ankle. Gives me a push. Holds the sleeve. Hides his hook so I can't get back up. Doesn't let my elbow down. And then he stands up in base. Correct. And then going for his attack. Repeat. Let's do 2 more times on this one. Grabs my sleeve. Grabs my ankle. Hooks my knee first. So he's just controlling that knee, right? Okay. Hooks the ankle. Pushes, pulls. Oh, up, bam. Hides the hooks. Right? Pulls, so I can't use my arm to get up. Stands up in base. I don't like it. I don't like it from my side. I like it from this side. Last one more time. All right, let's scoot down a little bit. Deep shoulder walk. All right, let's go, let's go. So he's getting it. Going here. Oh, he took my arm back out. Oh, man. Can't do anything with him. Okay. So now, we have the way to take them down if they are square. We have a way to take them down if they're not. Let's work on now what happens when we take them down and we have a cross grip. Okay? So by Mr. Anderson, we're going to start down under guard. It's going to be a little bit of a review from what we did last class. So if you didn't take the last class, you don't know which one it happened to be, we're going to kind of demonstrate some of those skills. So we're kind of working on a cross grip right at the end. So I have this cross grip motion. So I'm going to take this arm here and I'm going to get the doubles on there again if I can, right? Because it's always better to have the doubles. Okay, I'm going to pull it to the center and hold still. When I get up, I'm going to get this collar here and I'm going to pull down. So I'm using this as leverage to pull down against this arm. So if he starts to lock this arm, right? And I'm just trying to pull and do whatever. So I'm going to grab here. I'm going to pull down against that arm to break that grip. I'm going to shoot my arm up a little bit higher. Now watch. I'm going to take this arm, I'm going to punch it this way. He might not let me straighten it all the way out, right? So I'm going to punch and pull. So I'm going to kind of jigsaw back and forth here like this. And then I'm going to try and turn the corner. Once I've turned the corner, see I have this grip, I come over the top of it. If he tries to pull his arm back, it's stuck. This hand here is inside of his collar. Let's rotate a little bit. You can see where this one's inside the collar here. Right, so I'm grabbing his neck. This one karate chops him. Not with a strike, it just karate chop motion. I grab on, and I take this hand and I pull. But if I don't let go of the uniform, it chokes him. Okay, so let's review again. We're kind of leaving out a few details from last time, but we kind of want to get a chance to show you this. So I'm going to take this grip, I'm going to have it broken. I'm going to start to push it across. If I'm meeting a resistance where he's grabbing, I'll just grab here. and I'll pull down. Now I'm punching on top of his wrist. I just have his sleeve, punching, I'm pulling. And I shimmy out to the side, hold his wrist down, karate chop. Don't actually karate chop, by the way, I think I said that before. Grab this wrinkle, and then I push my elbow and I pull. So I just do a crunch, and I get the choke. Okay, so let's do it. I'm going to count it off 3 times. Do the steps with me. If you have it, go a little bit faster. All right, 2-on-1 grip. Right? Start to scoot across. Pull the hand across. Grab the collar. Pull down. Pull down. Pull down. Last week we went into more detail how to control this. We have another video for you to watch if you want to see that. Keep the arm straight. Karate chop the neck. Grab the ankle. Pull, push. Let's do it again. So we got this grip. Break down. Here. Here. Ready? Take this hand. Karate chop. Pull, push. One more time. Take this arm. Pull it across. Get the collar. Pull down. Wiggle. Control. Karate chop. Grab. Rotate the choke. It's this arm pushing on his neck and this arm pulling the uniform through his neck. Okay, let's do the other person, because everyone gets to pass that at least once today. So he gets a grip, he's got my arm, and he's trying to pull it across his body, right? If I'm reading or he meets resistance where I'm holding on to his gi and he can't break the grip, right? He can just reach up across grip, and he can start to use his forearm to drive down, right? And the nice thing is, if I'm up high, I won't let him get up high, he can grab low, and now he's got a lower point for creating the leverage on my arm. Now he can wiggle his hand up, grab a little bit higher, and now pull, yeah, and he can just kind of work his way up. So he yanks his arm across, gets his hand over the top of my wrist, holding it down. See how this one's up? He slams it way up into my collar. Yeah, pulls me down, turns angle. So this little butt to the side motion, this is important because now it's harder. I'm not pushing into him. He's on the side of me. This is much harder to control. Takes his hand, does a karate chop on the neck. Right? He grabs that little wrinkle. He pulls one inside the collar and pushes on the neck one. And I tap because I don't like falling asleep first. So he gets a grip, starts pulling across, feeds his hand into the collar, pulls me down, wiggle, 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 gets to the side. He's pinching that arm, he's karate chopping, and he's choking. Gets a hold of the arm, pops it across, holds the wrist down, holds it down. Starts to wake his way to the side. He's got his hand nice and deep for the choke. Comes up on top, push and pull. Oops. All right, man. Woo! All right, ready? One more time. Gets that sleeve, works his body across, starts to punch that arm. Oh, he's got it pinched. And a push and a pull motion. All right. So what I want you to do is one person will start in the guard, and their job is to get up and get away. The other person's job is to try to utilize some of these things that we did to either recover the guard, right? Take the person down and stand up, or get them down and then accomplish a choke motion. So if you watch how this works, Mr. Anderson starts my guard. We'll show you, then we'll get started. I've got closed guard, and I've got this hand. Right, so he's trying to break and stand up. He's trying to get up and so on and just get away from me. That's his job, okay? My job is to try to utilize something from today and not get too wild and kind of go all over the place. So he starts to do this stuff, right? I can't get him. So I come up here and I start carving. Right, I start to bend his elbow. I get down and pull him down. I still have this arm. I come back into this position, right? Now I start to work. Eventually I get to this choke. So you might use one of the guard recovery tools to get it back, to get to the choke. You might just constantly lose guard, regain guard, right? You might end up with a sweep. Try to do some of those things. The partners try to help out, right? We want to help our person out so they can learn. Then each time, we rotate jobs, right? I say the first time, 0% resistance. Let them just kind of feed it to them, give them things, let them win. The next time, 20%, 50%, no way in heck you're gonna do this percent on the end. All right, let's go. So he gets my sleeve. I'm starting to try and break. All right, we're going. Oh, man. Oh, look, he's even doing the stuff. He's pinching my elbow. Then we rotate, right? So if it ends up in a sweep or whatever, when we succeed with one of the drills, we can rotate. Oh, man. Yeah, but, I just crunch you. That was from the other week. Oh, man. I messed up. Got this one. Sweet. You rotate. So you're just playing. You're just seeing which one you end up getting out of it. Yeah, he's crunching. Oh, man. What's he going to do with it? Oh, I think he likes that one. Just keep it rotating. Oh, man. Watch, just grab this, watch, and I just keep driving. Driving. That little hip just kind of bump my hip, bump my hip. Now watch, pinch it. Oh, yeah. I'm just pinching, I'm just relaxing. We're going to have a little conversation about why he's resisting, right? And then we'll finish with a nice little motion here, right? We're going here. I can start to go here. Oh, yeah. We could start. That's a different lesson, by the way. I can cover that one. Little flower flip. Oh, man. Sometimes I get off topic. Oh, man. This is not ending well. Choked. All right, each person one more time. Let's have fun with this. Let's get them. Let's get something fun. Got my sleeves, got my sleeves. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's he got? What's he got? Oh, man. Oh, yes. You can always find something out of those drills. All right, last time, one more person. What's going to happen? He's not getting me. I'm not going to let him get this guy. No way. Sumo stance. Sumo stance. No, sumo stance. Sweet spot. Starting to walk forward. Oh, man. Thanks for the catch, sir. Phenomenal job. All right. So you can kind of see how we start to chain all those together, like not one skill, but a lot of skills, because it's if then, right? If this happens, then I do that. It's not like if I do this, it's unstoppable. If I do this, I can look out for a few more things. So that's kind of the fun thing about jiu-jitsu is, you know, there's a lot of information, but that just means there's always more information, right? It's not like you want to look at it and think, man, there's too much, I don't know enough. Think of it as, wow, I'm going to have that answer. So one of my favorite things to do is roll with some of my instructors and get my butt kicked, because then I think, okay, that thing I'm going to learn to defend, or that thing I'm going to learn to do, right? So it's just that instead of thinking, I'm not full of information, is thinking there's more information to get filled up with. Cool? Hopefully that kind of helps. You can play with this. It's kind of a nice little thing where you can really kind of, you know, if you lose one, you get a different. And then you can keep playing until, you know, you get pretty comfortable recognizing which one it is you're supposed to be doing. Because at first, when you're going live, you're going to find out that you're doing the wrong one. And that's okay, right? That's when you tell your partner to resist less, or just a little bit more humbling that day. Cool? So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you got to watch Mr. Anderson choke me. Hopefully I didn't pass out halfway through class and we took an hour to do this or something. I don't know about it. Okay. All right. Hop on up. Good stance. Just have a good bow, back straight, shoulders back. Remember on Thursday, we'll be doing the same class. We have another one. This is a Tuesday class. We'll be doing a Thursday class. We have 5:15 if you can make it live. Otherwise, there's always reruns, right? Okay, attention position and bow.